morning, everyone. Welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show. Come to you from Carnival Radio. My name is Joseph Oyokola, and this is Newspaper Review. To begin the news this morning, here are the headlines. Alleged 110 billion fraud. Bello due in court today as ex-governor reports to EFCC. Unpaid pensions. Retirees set to occupy finance ministry. Tinubu wife departed for 3-day France visit today. School feeding video. Aqua residents demand enlarged probe fingerboard members. Rep 6 improved manufacturing in auto. Now to the news in details. Former governor of Oyo State, Yaya Bello, is currently being detained at the holding facilities of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in Abuja. Bello, who was declared wanted by the anti-graft agency in April over an alleged 110 billion naira fraud, was finally grilled after all effort to have him arrested and stand trial proved abortive. Since filing the charges against the former governor, the commission has not been able to bring him to court for arraignment. The commission had initially filed 19 charges against Bello, along with his nephews Ali Bello, Dauda Sulaiman, and Abdul Salam Hudu for money laundering offences amounting to over 80 billion naira. But the charges were reduced to 16 on September 25, with the total sum allegedly laundered rising to over 110 billion naira. He, alongside other defendants, was alleged to have bought a total of 12 houses in various locations in Abuja with the money. The offences, the FCC said, were contrary to Section 311 of Penal Code Law Cap 89 laws of Northern Nigeria, 1963, and punishable under Section 312 of the same law. To stop his arraignment, Bello had filed an application before Justice Emeka Nwite, which the judge rejected on July 17. Displeased with the ruling, Bello approached the Court of Appeal but was overruled. A 3-member panel led by Hamar Bakar on August 20 dismissed the appeals filed by Bello and ordered him to surrender himself for trial. He was also unsuccessful with his move for the transfer of his trial from Abuja Division of the Federal High Court to Lokoja Division. Also, efforts by the Commission to arrest Bello were allegedly prevented by his successor, Usman Ododo. In April, Ododo reportedly facilitated Bello's escape from EFCC operatives during a raid on his residence in Abuja. In April, the EFCC had declared Bello wanted after he reportedly shunned a series of invitations and resisted arrest. EFCC officials had stormed Bello's residence in Abuja to arrest him, but there was a stalemate. After hours of being unable to secure their mission, the security operatives reinforced with backup support from the police and Department of State Services. They were planning to forcefully arrest Bello when Governor Ododo, Bello's successor, arrived at the scene. Ododo drove into Bello's compound, departed after a while. However, as he was leaving, reports filtered in that Bello was in his vehicle, forcing security operatives who had been on standby for hours to allegedly open fire. The September incident was after Bello and Ododo went to the EFCC headquarters. For more details, please search Punch newspaper, alleged 110 billion naira fraud. Bello due in court today as ex-governor report to EFCC. Meanwhile, federal pensioners under the Contributory Pension Scheme have written to the Coordinating Minister of Finance and National Economy, Wale Edun, on the need for the government to release the accrued gratuities owed by pensioners from March 2023 to November 2024. The pensioners, who had earlier staged a peaceful rally at the Ministry of Finance on November 12, 2024, expressed appreciation for the minister's mature and civilized handling of their grievances. However, they lamented that despite promises, their pensions remained unpaid. The pensioners are demanding the immediate release of the outstanding 21 months of accrued right to retired public workers from March 2023 to November 2024. They also seeking payment of unpaid pension increments, including a 15% increase in 2007, a 33% increase in 2010, and a 20 to 28% increase in 2024. They called on the federal government to declare a state of emergency in the CFC sector and take immediate steps to clear all government liabilities before December 16, 2024. The pensioners' senior leadership stated that they had mandate of their members nationwide to take this action, and they will not back down until their demands were met. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Unpaid pensions, retirees set to occupy finance ministry. In the meantime, President Bola Tinubu will on Wednesday today depart Abuja to France for a 3-day state visit. The visit is in honor of an invitation from President Emmanuel Macron. Tinubu's special advisor on information strategy, Bayo Onanuga, revealed in a statement yesterday. The statement was titled President Tinubu honors invitation for a state visit to France. He said, the Nigerian leader's 3-day visit, which will focus on strengthening political economy and cultural relations and establishing more opportunities for partnership, particularly in agriculture, security, education, health, youth engagement and employment, innovation, and energy transition, promises significant benefit for Nigeria. President Tinubu and his wife, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, will be received on Thursday at the 350-year-old French Military Museum, Les Invalides and Palace de l'Élysée, by Macron and his spouse, Brigitte, for initial ceremonies that will dovetail into bilateral meetings. During the visit, President Tinubu and President Macron will harmonize positions on stimulating more interest in exchange programs that focus on skill development for youth and improving their competencies in automation, entrepreneurship, innovation, and leadership. Onanuga said both leaders will participate in political and diplomatic meetings highlighting shared values on finance, solid minerals, trade and investment, and communication. This news was sourced from Vanguard newspaper. Tinubu wife departs for 3-day France visit today. In another news, following Governor Umo Heno's directives to investigate the disturbing video of Presbyterian Senior Secondary School, ADPEP, in Ibiono, Ibom local government area of Akwa Ibom, where students were poorly fed, concerned residents of the state want an expanded probe. The newsman was informed that the governor should investigate the route in the Secondary and Technical Education Board. It can be recalled that students of the college were seen in a viral video fed with gari and soup, which looked like colored water, without any condiment despite paying a boarding fee to the school. The video posted by a human rights lawyer in Nibehe Enviong generated a lot of criticisms and backlash. To save the state from further embarrassment, the Commissioner for Education, Mrs. Idigosit Elebet, ran to the school unannounced, suspended the principal, Dr. Nse Sunday Humo, and declared government decision to investigate comprehensively the state of boarding facilities in the school and other 25 boarding schools in the state. They said the review would cover boarding facilities such as the hostels, dining halls, recreation areas, menu, kitchen and sanitary facilities, and will be jointly overseen by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education and the State Secondary Education Board. However, Akwa Ibom people, alarmed by this incident and the caliber of persons that would oversee the investigation, urged the governor to launch further investigation into the activities and composition of the Education Board in the state, alleging their complicity. They noted that the incident at the Presbyterian Science School was a recurring factor in all the public boarding schools across the state, urging Governor Henold to wield his big stick on only one fund capable. This news was sourced from Daily Post newspaper. School feeding video. Akwa residents demand enlarged probe. Fingerboard members. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Chairman of House Committee on Industry, Nathan Badru, has called for innovative approaches to enhance local production and development of service centers crucial for sustainability of the industry. He spoke during an oversight visit by the committee to vehicle assembly plants and facilities in Lagos State. Badru, who visited Mikano International Limited, also went to CIG Motors and Dangote's Sinotruck West African Limited. Badru noted the potential to save foreign exchange if the local manufacturing segment of the auto industry flourishes. Badru emphasized the importance of affordable financing options for car buyers, citing high funding costs as major hurdle for the sector. Addressing the potential for legislative support, Badru hoped the committee's role would be pivotal in facilitating public and private partnerships that encourage growth with we-axis manufacturers. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. Rep 6 improved manufacturing and automobile. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is a recap of headlines. Alleged 110 billion fraud. Bello due in court today as ex-governor reports to EFCC. Unpaid pensions. Retirees sell to occupy finance ministry. Tinubu wife departs for 3-day France visit today. School feeding video. Akwa residents demand enlarged probe. Fingerboard members. Rep 6 improved manufacturing in automobile. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media from Google Play Store and also App Store. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyokola. Please do well to enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.